Okay, so that is very, very important. A plain background without any distraction. We are not necessarily saying white background or you can do red. Like it's not passport. It's a portrait picture of you. So you don't have to. If you look at the guy, he's not standing as if I mean the good profile guy. He's not standing as if it's a passport photograph. It's just a portrait picture of yourself. So you need to actually ensure that you put a good picture there, a good profile picture, which is very, very important. All right. So the next one is your subject description. Subject description is very key. So this is it. When you join the platform, you're expected to, you can add up to like 10 subjects, which means every tutor can add up to 10 subjects. Now, for all of those subjects that you add, you are going to take tests for each of those subjects. So imagine maybe I teach English language, phonics, creative writing, literacy and numeracy. I give verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, basic science, basic tech, all of maybe like 8 like that. For each of those subjects, you are going to take competency tests for them. So for each one, competency test. So the moment you pass those subjects, you pass the test, the next thing, compelling subject description for each of those subjects. Now, this is what I mean. A client wants to hire you. The client is looking at 3 things. Number one, is looking at your profile picture, your tutoring profile, and your subject description. So they're going to say, okay, this person, I want to hire this person for mathematics. Your subject description should tell us your ability to teach mathematics. Now, we've seen quite a number of applications or applicants who will be talking about a particular subject, yet the content is talking about an entirely different subject. For example, let's say you want to teach English language. For the English language, you're not telling us that you can do math, you can do physics. The client wants a specific tutor that can handle that particular subject well. So don't write content that are not related to the subject. Now, for your subject description, it has 2 things. Number one, it has the subject heading. Now, let's see something. Let's see this example. For English language subject description, someone said the heading, BSc in mathematics, specialist in English. No, you ask yourself, you as a tutor, can you hire someone who said is BSc in mathematics and also a specialist in English? It does not add, like, your mind will be telling you that this person will be very good with mathematics. So I don't want to entrust my child's English learning needs to the hands of this person. So imagine if you're writing it, we want to write it properly. You can say, okay, an experienced English language tutor, leave what you study, except what you study is related to that subject. If it's not related, just leave it and say, oh, an experienced, an outstanding, a competent, a certified English language tutor. So we are done with the heading. So the next thing after the heading is the subject content itself. Now, the subject content is where you talk about your ability to teach English. How do you go about teaching in English? What are the exams, English exams that I can prepare students for? Oh, for English, I prepare students for both internal and external exams. So which means that for school-related exams, I handle it. For maybe the child wants to write WAEC, you also need to put it there, WAEC, NECO, JAM, whatever you can do that is related to English language subjects. You get, so that you studied physics or you studied zoology, don't include it. Don't include that. Don't say I'm a graduate of biology, but then it's not biology subjects that you want to talk about. You're talking about maybe another unrelated subject. It already puts you under the carpet like that. Most likely you're not going to be noticed. All right. So this is very, 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 very important. So I've talked about 3 things now. I talked about tutoring profile. That's the first thing. I said tutoring profile is the total sum of what you as a tutor is. So you need to sell yourself well. The second thing I talked about is your profile picture. And I said it is a professional portrait, not just a random picture. Don't scan a picture in your house and put it there. We're going to reject it. It's not compulsory that you go to a studio, but have a very good background, dress well, take the picture, because that is what you are going to be presenting to the client about you. So if you don't dress well, you are going to be rejected, and the person will just be there on the platform without getting jobs. Okay. Then the last thing I said was subject description. I said for subject description, you must say something that is related to the subject when writing your subject description. And I also talk about the heading, your subject heading. Your subject heading should be related to the subject alone. All right. So the last thing here is your introduction video. Now, introduction video is where you get to sell yourself verbally. You know, all the ones you've been doing is you've been writing, and the client is just reading. But there's an option of the last thing you need to do is to impute your introduction video. Now, if you want to okay, I'm going to stop here so that Kenny can.
All right, good evening, everybody. I hope we all can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, so briefly, I just want to talk about the introduction video. So the essence of introduction video is just to have it's a means of use selling yourself to the clients. How do I mean? Yes, clients read the tutor profile, they see your subject profile and your profile picture, but they also want to be sure that this tutor that is coming to teach their children is confident, is bold enough to express him or herself. So introduction video is one critical part of the application process that needs to be taken seriously. So what it entails is very simple. Once you click the introduction video button, you will see the guide, you see the steps. Please note that you need your camera needs to be in landscape position. Portrait is not allowed. Then be intentional. You have to dress well, ensure the background is well lit, ensure that whatever you want to say is well articulated. Don't start when you are like as in when you want when speaking, because you are recording it, don't use the word like or you are trying to look up, or you are trying to scratch your head. All those gestures shows that you are not confident. If you need to write the script, I mean what you want to say before facing the camera is fine. In fact, I even suggest it. That way, you have the script of what you want to say and you have rehearsed it over and over. So that is just it about the introduction video. Introduction video, it's another way of for the client to take the tutor that is actually coming to teach them. They want to be sure that you can express yourself. They want to be sure that the tutor is actually a professional as is claimed via writing. Of course, communication involves verbal and non-verbal. So they want to see that verbal communication, how well it can be articulated. So, and you have to watch the video guide. You have to familiarize yourself with the format and content expectations, just like I've mentioned. And also, the interview question is stated. So you have to answer, you have to respond to this interview prompt thoughtfully. Like I said, rehearse it, and make sure that the essential part of that question, that interview question, is actually answered. This week, let me tell you how critical this aspect is. This week, we reviewed about 50 interview videos, and I can tell you that only 4 thereabouts were successful. The rest were returned. So it's very, very critical, right? So that is just the aspect that we need to learn about the introduction video. Is as crucial as every other part of the application process. And once you ace it, your profile can go to can reach anywhere in the world, because there is no limit to what technology can do, basically. So that is it. Thank you. Wally, if you have any additional information, you can chip it in.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Kenny. So in addition to what Kenny said, your introduction video can go viral in terms of clients using you, in terms of clients needing your service every now and then. So like I said, you can have multiple jobs on the platform, but you have to do the required work. And Kenny said that you can prepare your script if possible, if you are reading from the script, but don't make it obvious that you are reading from the script. Sometimes when you watch on videos like that, this one is actually reading from the script. Let it be as natural as possible, though there's a guided script. You get, and it's not compulsory that it's one stretch. You can do, maybe you want to do 3 minutes video, you can do 1 minute first. When you are done, you stop, you continue again, then you use whatever tools to join this. You can use any of those tools to actually edit and join to become a complete video. So, but what I'm saying is, don't make it too obvious that you're reading from the script. It gives the very wrong impression to the clients that who is this person? This person is not confident enough, is not competent enough to actually deliver or to actually sell what he or she can do. All right. So we're going to stop here and entertain questions. We know that there are a lot of questions in our mind. So we are open to questions. So we have the next few minutes that we have. We are open to questions. So the floor is open. You can ask us any question around your application, any question pertaining to Tuteria. We are all ears to answer those questions.
Thank you so much, Adewale and the Tuteria team. In fact, you've really broken down a lot and simplified so many areas of concerns to the black belts. Well, like they said, the floor is open. I believe there must be some questions that we have in mind that we are not yet clear on. Please, let's do well to make it orderly. If you have any question, please just raise your hand. And if you know you can't do that, please kindly type your message in the chat platform. Any question?
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Member. Go ahead.
I want to thank the team for deeming it fit to come and put us through on the process of going about these tutorial forms. So firstly, I want to ask, because when we were filling that form, we find out that there are questions pertaining to different subjects. Now that we are told that you have to stick on one particular subject, does it mean that, let's assume I'm choosing English language as my subject? In the question that asks question 1, subject 1, subject 2, I think I can't really remember what was used in that thing, but I remember that it has to be up to that you have to even answer some questions to pass. And those questions are not really from a particular subject. If I can remember, I think the questions were coming from different subjects that you're meant to, maybe you have chosen that you're teaching social studies. You might be asked questions on mathematics, on sciences and all that. So I don't really understand. Because the questions that are being asked is not really being asked on a particular subject, but series of subjects. So I want to be enlightened more on this. Thank you.
So, Mr. Adewale, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Ijoma. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Now, this is how it works on the platform. If the number of subjects that you indicated interest to teach, the questions will come from this. So, for example, if you say, okay, you first of all select mathematics as a subject. The moment you select mathematics as a subject, the next step is for you to take a test. It's for you to test on mathematics. They are not going to ask you on when you are taking tests on mathematics. They will never ask you. We're not going to ask you question on verbal reasoning. No, it is only mathematics. So if you are taking a test for basic science, you are going to be tested only on basic science. You will not leave basic science until you go to another subject. When you add another subject, maybe you add maybe literacy and numeracy. For literacy and numeracy, you're going to take tests based on literacy and numeracy alone. So we don't have a subject that combines all the tests. No. You get.
I still really want to be clear. So can one consistently choose a particular subject? Will it be accepted? Can one consistently choose a particular subject?
Okay.
I think, Mr. Adewale.
So this is, you can select biology, English language, chemistry, literature, whatever subject you can test. You can select 10 subjects. Do you understand? So what you need to do is just to spread your subject so that you're not like putting yourself in a corner. Select as many subjects so you can increase your chances of getting a job. If you're not getting a job as an English language teacher, you're getting a job as a creative writing teacher. If you're not getting a job as a creative writing teacher, you're getting a job as a literature and numeracy teacher. You get. So that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
you. All right. Mr. Adewale, there's a question on the chat.
Okay.
From Ingenious Concept. Said that is regarding the assessment, that he passed the assessment, and because of some constraints, he could not go back. They said that he should retry. He could not go back to retry. So can he redo the tests or the assessment? Can he redo it? Can he take it again?
Okay, so for every subject, you can take the test 3 times. So you have 3 trials. So imagine you want to take biology. You have three chances. If you fail the first time, you have the second chance and the third one. But if after all of these 3 opportunities, the tutor did not still scale through that, so the tutor can reach out to us. So we're going to ask him 1 or 2 some questions around what is making him fail the subject, to be sure that Hope is not teaching a subject that is not well grounded in. So as long as we're able to find out that you can actually take that subject, we'll give you another access to take the test. But if you are unable to still pass, then there's no point. Most likely that's not your strength. Just stick with the subject that you can confidently teach and pass. All
right. Thank you so much. There's a question from Etiles Favor. Said that thank you, for the session, Mr. Adewale. If one has done all this on the portal and has passed all the process, what next? That means if you have been accepted and all, what next for the person?
Okay, thank you. That's a very good question. I was even expecting someone to ask that question. What next? I'm done with my application. I've been approved. My subjects are now active. What is next? So the next thing is for you to move to a dedicated Telegram group. Now, we have channel of communication, just like 1MT has channel of communication with your teachers. We also have channel of communication with our tutors. So we have a dedicated Telegram group that has thousands of tutors. Now, the first Telegram group, we have 2 different Telegram groups. The first one is for tutors, any issue that they have. Oh, my subject is not approved. Oh, I just added something. Because anytime you tweak something in your subject description, it moves you back as if it has not been approved. You need to notify us that, oh, I changed something in my subject description. Please help me approve it. So we have issues like that. So that's a complaint channel. That's communication channel. We want to address our tutors. We use that Telegram channel. So upon getting to that Telegram channel, you're going to get linked to the second Telegram group. That second Telegram group is it's called the job alert. That's where you see jobs. So there are 2 ways to get a job on the platform. It's either you go to your dashboard. The moment you are done with your application, you have your own dashboard. You go to your dashboard, you move down, go down, then you see jobs. But you keep going there every now and then. So, but then if you want to get right, on the spot job notification of how jobs and dropping and through those jobs are the link to the second Telegram group. So you get it now. The second Telegram group, you just see jobs. You filter by the one close to you. So for example, in Ojota, I can filter by Lagos State. Maybe out of those 30, like 15 or 20 is in Lagos State. I'm just saying, or let's say 15 in Lagos State or 10, as at that time that you checked. Out of those 10, you look at the ones that are closest to you. Okay, I stay in Ojota, so it means if I get a job in Mount 12, in Magodo, in maybe and this environment, I can apply and say, okay, I'm interested in this job. So that's how you get to apply. So the moment you are done with your application, you move into Telegram group. And how do you get a link to the Telegram group? If you go to your dashboard, every tutor has a dashboard. So if you go to your dashboard, you will see the link on Join Tuteria Tutors Telegram. You just click on it, it takes you to the Telegram group. That's if you have Telegram installed on your phone, or if you don't have it installed on your phone, maybe on your laptop, just click it and it takes you to the group. Constantly, you'll be getting notification messages on the group that pertains to you being a tutor, things we need to do, their webinars, their trainings, their events, their jobs, urgent jobs, everything is just posted there. Then you also get linked to the second one, which is the job alert. That one is, yeah, we usually tell all our tutors to put on the notification for that one. You need to put it on so that jobs are dropping every minute. Right as we're speaking, our jobs are dropping, they are dropping. So you just go there, filter the one that you're interested in, and you apply. Okay, so that's how after that.
Thank you, sir. Bossede Saka, yes, unmute and ask your question.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Ever before I joined 1 Million Teachers, I got to know about Tuteria. That's exactly a year ago. I started with the application form and I got to the video interview. I saw a model video of a lady. They gave us as a guide on how to do the video interview. And I must be honest here. I was not, I took it for granted. I wasn't prepared. I was disjointed. I wasn't fluent. And I submitted. I know my application was rejected because of that. Can I still apply again for that video interview? I got to that level.
Okay, so when you get rejected, what's the hope? And
That was this month. That was this month, about 2 weeks ago. Yes.
So ideally, if anyone get rejected on their platform, it takes months for you to be able to reapply, and you have to reach out to us personally. So to be sure that some of the things that made us reject your application, you've worked upon those. So you don't like I got rejected, and the next week you apply again. No. You have to personally reach out to us. So with this partnership, you have an advantage. You can reach out to us, maybe talk to any of the admins to get our contact across to you. So reach us on WhatsApp so we can review your application again. We can tell you the things you need to work on. But then you need to actually work on those things before you can scale through again. So that's the
and all right, sir. Please, I'm sorry to interrupt. I wasn't given any message that my application is rejected or not. I just said I was rejected because I have not heard any feedback from Tuteria.
Okay, when did you submit the application?
About 2 weeks ago.
About
not up to 2 weeks. Yes, not even up to 2 weeks.
So let's say a week ago, right?
Okay. Yes.
We will soon get to you. We have a large volume of applications that we are currently reviewing, particularly in this month of January. So I'm pretty sure within days, it could even be today or tomorrow, or worst case by Monday, we're going to get to you. You get so
Okay. How do I get your contact? As you said, one or two of you.
we are going to put our contact on the WhatsApp group that has everyone, so you can always reach out to us. But when
Thank
did
you very much.
before you go, when did you submit the video? Was it online or through WhatsApp?
Online.
Okay. And also,
You know, this is it. What happened was that it was on my email. They sent to me that I've got to the next stage of the video interview. So they sent me a link on my email to click on the link and record my video.
okay. And it is very,
Yeah.
it is very possible that we'll reach out to you that you've not checked. So it
Okay.
could happen like that because most time we don't take that long to review. So it's very, I'm pretty sure that we have reached out to you, but you've not. Maybe you can take time to check your mail or track messages from Tuteria. All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Boss Ade. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Adewale, for your response. Miss Abigail. Miss Abigail, Echo, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. And
Good
thanks to the Tuteria team for putting up this together. Yeah, yes, I did apply, but my application wasn't accepted. I applied in November last year. But then I was expecting to be given a specific feedback, although I got an email to that effect. But I was expecting it to be that specific so that I know exactly what I need to work on, but it was just generalized based on what has been itemized and explained in the section today. And then secondly, you did say something about introductory video. It's possible to do it in bits, and then it's also possible to use an app to match most of those videos together. But when I did mine, I was able to do it at stretch at once. So I don't see if there's any provision for that. I don't know. And then lastly, I also sent a mail back to the team asking if I could be given another opportunity again to reapply, because I got a mail from them advertising what Tuteria is all about. So I used that opportunity to reach out to them, but then I didn't get any response back to that effect.
All right, okay. Maybe the mail was, you responded to a mail sent from Tuteria. But then that's not a problem. So what we're going to do, like I said to Abigail, or one of the questions I've responded to, that on Tuteria platform, we don't want to reject your application. But then if you do not meet up to the standard, we are going to reject your application. I'm pretty sure that one of the reasons why we reject your application is some of the reasons that we stated here today. But however, because of the partnership that we have with 1 million teachers, we can give you another opportunity to correct all of those issues. But then you have to scale through before we can. So we will not bend the standard. But then because of the partnership and the understanding that we have with 1 million teachers, we can give you that rare opportunity of applying, of reviewing your application again. Because normally, once your application is rejected, it takes 6 months before you can reapply. And you cannot even do it directly. You have to reach out to us again. We can allow you to apply again as a tutor on the platform. So that's why we are taking time to talk about
Good
this.
evening, brother. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Let me greet you very well.
Thank you so much.
Hello, girl. Yeah.
We're going to drop
we have
Good evening,
a
brothers.
question from Sunday Warner. A question from Sunday Warner. He says that he has some areas that needs clarification. He said, one, don't Tuteria connect teachers for virtual learning in distance areas also? Secondly, is qualification and experience not considered when fixing price? You talked about 12 contacts for 900 or 90K. Then number three, that you called about client reviewing CV before consideration. Is this not done by Tuteria itself? So these are the three areas he wants clarification on. Mr. Adewale, over to you.
All right. Let me quickly use the remaining 2 minutes that we have before we call it a wrap to answer those three questions. The first one says, don't they connect teachers for virtual learners in distance also? So let me say this person is basically not in Nigeria. Now you can teach from anywhere in Tuteria, but then you need to have a Tuteria, you need to have a Nigerian address. So because we can't pay you in other currencies, we are paying you in Naira, so you have to be in Nigeria or have an account in Nigeria. You also have to have a traceable address to Nigeria, so that when we are doing the behind the scene verification about you as a person, because we do all of these things, so we will have to reach out to all of these players and say, okay, if you put on, let's say for example, you say your referees are Mr. This and this, and reach out to them. They say they don't know you, or they say you are not in Nigeria again. You are not in maybe Canada or South Africa. There's no how we can pay you if you are outside of Nigeria, except you have a Nigeria account, and that's why for now we're just open to. For now, although we are currently working on expanding to other regions, so we can be anywhere and teach anywhere. But now we're just focused on Nigeria for now. So we have a lot of online classes, but you need to have proven to us that you can teach online. You know, not everybody who say they can teach online can. Just like we have people who say they can teach, but they can't actually teach. So that's why we're doing all of these verifications. So if you indicate that you can teach online, we're going to put you through another test to verify that you can teach online, because we don't want to tell a client. Imagine we have sold you to a client that this person is an experienced online teacher, and the tutor is now struggling to put up a Zoom meeting, to even use maybe any of these teaching tools or any of these maybe Quizy app and all of those to carry out assessments. So it means the tutor is not well. For example, I think we have cases of where someone say you can teach online, we give the person an online class, and the person is using WhatsApp to teach. You know, WhatsApp is not ideal for a class, a learning class. So you need to either use Google Meet, Zoom, or any of these advanced tools. So this is how it was on the platform. The clients today and the client would have negotiated how much the client. So there's an automatic or automated calculator on the platform where the client says what they want. They talk about the curriculum and all of those that they want to teach, and they talk about the curriculum they want to teach, and all the things that they want for a child. So the system will have calculated the amount that the client will pay. So let's say, for example, I want someone that can do Nigerian and British curriculum. I want someone that can do online. I want someone that can do a lot of this. So as they're adding all of those attributes, as they're adding all of those points, the money keep increasing. So you as a tutor, that's what we say, you're going to see the jobs. Only apply for jobs that suits you. Number one, that suits your location. Number two, that the pay is right for you. So, for example, a pay of 90K may not be right for you because of maybe how much you're going to spend in carrying out this class. But a pay of 90K can be right for somebody who is not too far if it's a physical class. You get, there are a lot. We have people who are getting above. I just said 90K, just average. People are getting far more than that on the platform. You understand? So it is what the client is willing to pay. You will be the one to apply for the job yourself. So which means that you have read the terms and conditions for the job before you apply. So if you go to the Telegram channel, you see jobs, you see the client expectation, you see what the schedule of the classes, you see the gender, you see the amount you're going to earn as a tutor. You see all of this basic information, then they will ask you, are you interested? If you click on it, it means, okay, I am okay with all of these terms and conditions. So whatever the amount is, you are willing to accept. You get, so 90K upwards. Some are also slightly lower, depending on the frequency of the class, depending on the location, depending on how a lot of other factors. You understand? So you as a tutor will now look, okay, is this okay for me? Then you apply. Then the third point says, you talked about clients reviewing your CV before considering. Yeah, Tuteria has done the needed by verifying and making sure that you are the right candidate for the class. But however, the client also still has the leverage, or still has the chance to also review it. That's why they are reading all your tutoring profile. Whenever you just say, take man, this is the best. No, they have to choose, because for every job that comes out, maximum of 10 tutors can apply. So imagine if there's a job of 200K, a job of 250K, and you're getting that, you're doing maybe like 14 classes and you're getting 200K in 1 month. the client will review your profile. They want to be sure that you are the right candidate. So out of those 10, we Tuteria will weed out those that did not qualify at all. Maybe out of the 10 people that just qualify are like 4. We'll send the 4 profiles to the client. The client will review and say, okay, I want to work with tutor A. We are not going to enforce you to the tutor to the client and say, no, this is who you must work with. No, they have the opportunity to choose who they want to work with based on what you said. And that's why we are taking time to do all of this, all of those top areas, but those are the areas that the client will also read as as because they want to hire you. Just like imagine you want to hire someone into your company, or maybe you want to get something, someone that will come to your house. Forgetting the fact that you are using an agent that has done the verification, you also need to do your own check. What can this person offer? And oh, this person is the right fit for our child. Okay, Tuteria, please contact this person for me, and you get the job. All right. Okay, I think we've exhausted our time. Thank you so much, guys, for this. I have to stop here because of the time. Any other question? Maybe subsequently we can have another meeting, but then any other question can be tailored, can be posted to the chat. I mean, the WhatsApp group that we all are will respond, and we are going to drop our details there today or tonight, so that if you have any other question, you can reach us directly and we'll respond to you. Thank you so much, Patrick, for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dewale. Thank you. I don't know if Joshua is still on the call. Mr. Josh, I don't know if you're still on the call.
Yes, definitely. I'm still here.
Okay. I don't know if you just say 1 or 2 things before we call it a wrap.
Yeah, I think this was a very well orchestrated meeting, and I want to say thank you and kudos to the 1 Million Teachers team, and also to our own in-house Tuteria team for coordinating with you and working to make this happen. I think this is probably going to be the first of a few down the line, but I also would want to appreciate all 1 million teachers black belters, right, for being a part of this. We see you as partners to what we are pursuing to do, which is to bridging the gaps within the education space. And so for everyone who's on this call right now, we want you to become those ambassadors to the other groups of people within your ecosystem and 1 million teachers to basically champion the fact that we are constantly and we're eager to have as many 1 million teachers, black belters on board onto our platform. And we're also eagerly awaiting the ring of the bell for when we have our first paying 1 million teachers, black belters getting their paid job. As a matter of fact, we're already prepping for that celebration on our own side. And so my charge and our charge to you is to just, we're eager to sign up. I was speaking to Hakeem, your CEO, days ago, and I shared this with him that we are so excited to ring that bell for when one member of the one black belter from the 1 million teacher team will land their first paying job on our platform. So I think my closing charge for us is, whilst I'm thanking us, I'm also charging us that we need to make this happen in the nearest future. And we are so eager and looking forward to make this happen. So once again, thank you, everybody. It's a great time to be here, and let's do great stuff together in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In fact, that was a lovely charge. To every black belt on this call, it's a wake-up call. We are not just black belts to just sit down and wait for the goodies. Let's go out there. There are a lot of channels for us to develop, to improve, to make impacts. And Tuteria has come on board to partner with us so that everyone can have that desire he wants or she wants financially. So it's up to you. The ball is in your court. Nobody can do it for you. You are the one to do it by yourself. So please take the mantle and run with it. I'll only Mr. Joshua, that we push out the link also again. And also possibly the support link should be pushed out so that those of them that have one challenge or the other during the course of their application and all can easily reach out for clarification or for any support they need. I don't know if that's okay with you, sir.
Oh, definitely. I think the link has actually been set. I think I see the link being set, and like you said, we're definitely proactively ready to engage, to even for the 1 million teachers, black belters who require some hand holding before they come in, right? We're more than happy to leverage what we currently have right now. But the link has been shared. But I believe that even as we adjourn from this call, we're going to continue to interact with each and every one of us through all the channels that we've made available. So definitely support is going to be ongoing. We expect that there'll be a whole lot more black belters that we're going to be coming in to get onboarded. So it's going to be an ongoing engagement, and perhaps we could also institute to have this kind of session probably once every other month, right, to ensure that everybody is still aligned and we're able to celebrate the milestones and successes as more and more black belters are signing up for paid jobs on Tuteria platform. So yes, we'll definitely ensure that that conversation is an ongoing one. The support is going to be an ongoing one for all the black belters that we have within those WhatsApp platforms and every other support platform that we're going to be setting up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And for us as black belts, we'll surely do our part and keep pushing our black belts so that they can take up the challenge to also be part of this laudable program. On that note, I don't know if Ms. Fatima is, I saw her briefly in the call and she went out. Well, on that note, I want to thank the Tuteria team, Mr. Joshua, Adewale, and the whole other team that were here. I will really appreciate you taking time to do this breakdown. And we hope that, like you said, this will be a continuous process. And for every black belt, let's wake up to this and let's take hold of it. On that note, we want to say thank you to everyone from whichever part of the state, whichever part of the country, whichever part of the world you are listening to. Have a lovely day and good night, everyone. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Good night.